Hi, good morning, all. If my screen is visible, right? If my screen is visible, my voice is audible. Yeah, Parmesh, good morning. Okay, thank you. So today we're going to the next topic, that is packages over here. So previously we came across procedures and functions. So today we move on to the next topic, that is packages here. So what do you mean by this packages here? Package is also a database object where we are going to define the variables, constants, procedures, functions, cursors, and types into a single unit over here. So package can be defined as an Oracle object that is compiled and stored in the database here. So package is the named Pl-Sql block also. So generally, what do you mean by this package is that it is a collection of the procedures, functions, variables, so etc. Okay. So it is also used to group the related procedures and function into a single unit here. So under packages does not accept the parameters over here. So previously we came across the three types of parameters, in, out, and in, out. So where we used in the procedures and functions. Whereas in packages, we cannot, it will not accept the parameters over here. It cannot be nested. Okay. So generally packages are used to improve the performance of the application. Same way, it is also provide us the better performance and the better maintenance when we are using this packages here. So we can also overload the functions and the procedure in the package. So it provides reusability. So we can reuse the packages over here. So in the package we are having two types. So in procedures also we have two types. One is the procedure spec and the procedure body. Same way here under package we are having two types over here. One is procedure spec, another one is procedure body. We can also tell like procedure spec specification or spec here. Okay, if they are telling you to create a procedure spec, that means you are going to create a procedure spec. So here we are having the syntax over here. This is the syntax we are going to follow when we are creating a procedure, right? So first, whenever we are creating a package over here, we need to create the package spec and then only the package body over here, right? So here, create or replace package and the package name. So here you can able to see it is only the package name. So here we are not defining any parameters over here. That's why we mentioned like packages does not accept the parameters over here. Again, in and as. So next we are having the global variable. So what do you mean by this global variable is that when you're defining a variable here in the spec, package spec, you can use you can use in your entire program, either in your procedure or function. So there and all we can use when you're defining a global variable. This is called as the global variable over here. Okay. So global variable declaration here. Again, constant declaration. Again, cursor. So next is the type. Type we are having the record type over here. Under collections, we'll be learning about these types here. So types also we are going to declare. So next procedure declaration and function declaration over here. In this procedure declaration only, you are going to define what type of procedure. So in the procedure, you're going to define the parameters over here. What type of parameter it is? Whether it is out parameters or in parameter. Here only you're going to use. So procedure declaration and function declaration over here and in. So this is the syntax we are going to follow when we are creating a package. So previously, while creating a procedure, we created like create or replace procedure and procedure name. There we use the parameters. Whereas here, we cannot use the parameters here directly. Under procedure only we are going to use the parameters, and under function only we are going to define the parameters over here, right? So next we are having the procedure body here. So after compiling your procedure spec only, sorry, package spec only, you can compile your package body here. So create and replace package body. So package name, so whatever package name you are given earlier, we used whatever used in your package spec, the same name you should mention here. Again, is or as. So under procedure implementation, so here you're going to implement. So whether it is the out parameters or in parameters, you're going to use here. So implementation here, where we are going to write we are going to extend. Usually we'll write normal procedure. So when we are using under package, we are grouping multiple procedure and multiple functions over here, not only a single procedure. You can use multiple procedures and multiple functions here, right? So when it is in parameter, you are going to create the program here. So same way, how we will execute the procedure. We are having three methods over there, right? So select method, and the one select method or two methods. In procedure, we are having two methods. In functions, we are having three methods, right? Procedure, select statement, and another method is through anonymous block. In function, it is select statement, next execute, and third, it is the anonymous block over here. So whenever we are invoking, that means we are calling the package. We are calling the package over here. Invoking means calling. We are calling the package over here. Okay. So next we are having the next word like a subprogram over here. So what do you mean by this subprogram? You would have come across this word subprogram in our Pl-Sql notes there. So in the Pl-Sql, a subprogram refers to a name of the Pl-Sql block that can be invoked or called from other parts of the Pl-Sql program. Those are called as the subprogram here, right? So when we are calling the program here, those are called as the subprogram here. So after compiling your package spec, after compiling your package body, then we are coming into the third method. These are the third method over here, where we are calling the package. So here we are having two methods here. So one is execute package name dot procedure name actual parameter. Okay, another one is select package name dot function name actual parameters from dual. So these are the two methods we are going to call the package here, right? So we are whenever you are going to create a package, these are the three steps. So first step, you are going to create a package spec. Under that, you are going to define whether it is a procedure or a function or cursors over here. You are going to declare. Next, in the package body, you are going to extend for this procedure. What are the requirement? What is our requirement? So we are going to use it in this particular procedure here, right? So these are the syntax. Any doubts in this? So in general, you will be creating a big lengthy package. Okay, under the lengthy package, you'll be not be having only one procedure. You'll be having three to four procedures. Under the procedures, you'll be having multiple condition statements over there or looping statements, right? So these are small examples only. So this is a syntax for creating the package spec, and this is a syntax for creating the package body here. Okay, so when we are calling the package here, these are the two steps here. So when it's for the procedure, it is execute package name dot procedure name. When it's for the function, select package name dot the function name actual parameters, what we are going to pass here. So that you're going to enter. So from dual, right? So we'll go with the first example. So where we are going to create a package here. Any doubts in this? What do you mean by package? It's clear, right? First, we'll create this first procedure. So this is just a normal package over here. So whenever, I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So here, whenever you are creating a package under Toad over here, you can able to see for this procedure, it will show, okay, one procedure, this two lines for each procedure, and for the procedure when it has been started and when it has been ended over here. So it shows this red mark here. Okay. So create or replace package name. This is the package name. So yes, under now we are going to create two procedures under package. So where it is a procedure A, another one is procedure B. So where we are compiling. So compile this first. So it has been compiled. So coming into the package body here. So create or replace package body, same package name you're entering is, as I told, you declared one procedure A. For that procedure A, you are writing the program, you're extending the program here. So how we are extending? Usually we will write create or replace procedure name. So this is the procedure name what we are given here. Again, you are using procedure A. Again is same, that process continues. So what is your requirement here? So where we are using in our executable section begin and end. So where we are telling DBMS output like it is the first procedure here. So this is the simple program here, right? So once it is completed, you can able to see this red line. It will be shown like it is completed. Again, coming into the next one, procedure B. So you have already used in the package. Okay, you are already declared in the package. Again, for the procedure B is begin. DBMS output is second procedure. Again, an end is for this begin and end over here. So entirely for this begin, what happens? You are using another end over here. So create or replace package body is procedure A is begin. Again, DBMS output I given end over here. Again, for this procedure, I've used this end here. Again, we should use another end or only one end is enough here. Whether one end is enough or I should declare another end over here. For this procedure A, begin and end. For this procedure B, begin and end. So why they were given extra end over here? Want to see the syntax here also, you can able to see. We don't have any begin over here. You can able to see this, right? Create or replace package body, package name is or as procedure implementation, function implementation, end. So that we have added another end. So you definitely will be having one doubt why you don't use begin over here and why you have entered one end extra, right? So control enter, it has been completed. Okay, so how we are calling our procedure here. So now we are into package. Under package only we define the procedure A. So I want to call the package in my, I want to call the procedure in my package here. So how I am using here is execute the package name. What is the package name? PK1 is my package name. Dot. What is the procedure name here? Procedure name is A. So for each and every procedure and each and every function, you need to execute or individually you need to call the package individually, then only you will get that set output. Okay, so now I'm executing this. So after executing, I'll get whether I'll get the output for this procedure B or procedure A.
Procedure A.
Procedure A, only for the procedure A you'll get only the output. You're creating under package grouping multiple procedures and multiple functions, but while executing you'll get only one output. That too for which procedure you are executing. For that procedure only you will get the output, right? It is the second procedure over here. So this is a normal example where we use two procedures here. Suppose we'll use another example itself. In this, suppose you didn't define, okay, you didn't define in your package spec. This is my package spec. I didn't define any procedure A. Sorry, procedure B I didn't define. I defined only procedure A over here. The control enter, it has been compiled. But I'm using my procedure B over here. Obviously, what happens in this case? Whether it will allow to compile this?
No.
It will not allow. So what happens here? It has been compiled with zero errors and zero warnings here. Okay, so now again I will execute. You just see the output. So first one will get the output is the first procedure. So coming into the second one, execute pk1.b. This is my procedure B over here. So obviously what happens here? Your package body will compile, but while executing, you will not get any output. So it will throw an error like runtime error, like B must be declared. What is B? The procedure B must be declared here. We didn't declare, we didn't use in a package, but in a package body, while compiling, it is compiling. Whereas while executing, while calling the package here, it is not giving you any output. It is throwing an error. So that's why if you want to declare any procedure or any function, first we need to use it in the package spec. You need to declare. Then only we need to use it in the package body here, right? So in this, we'll go with the next example over here. So for a better practice, you use two sheets. Okay, one you declare for one, you use it for the package spec over there. Another sheet you use for the package body. Usually we'll use that like that only. Okay, so in this, I'm going to declare altogether three procedures and two functions over here. Okay, so I'm going to change. So in this, where I'm changing it to package underscore one, this is my package name. So where I'm creating a package with three procedure and two functions. Okay, that too I'm going to use it with the parameters here. So you're going to tell me, yesterday nobody shared anything in group. I told you to share that to output whatever you are getting. Nobody shared. So what should I understand? Whether you understood the concept or not, what should I understand? Why nobody forwarded yesterday? Next it is function F4. So F2. So if you want, you can use the schema also. We are using under app schema also. If you want, you can use that app schema also. In real time, you'll be using like whatever schema you are using. Suppose I'm using in apps, so we can use this apps also. So from this app schema, we are creating this procedure. Sorry, package over here. Like that also, you can use it. Okay. Just a second. Function fk1 and function fk2. So next it is end. Okay. So where I'm creating three procedures and two functions as I told. So in this procedure, first procedure, I'm going to declare a parameter. So a number I'm declaring. Okay. So coming into the second one, procedure two, I am not using anything, any parameters over here. Coming into procedure three over here. Under the procedure 3 also I'm not going to, I'm using only one parameter for the procedure 1 over here. So coming into the function here. So under the function F1, so where I'm using here also, I'm using one parameter over here. So where I'm using a number. So whenever you are using the parameter, we will use it with a return keyword. So it is a return number over here. So obviously you can able to see. So function 1, I'm using one parameter a number, again return number. So coming into function. So whenever you're using the function here, always you should mention with a return data type over here, right? So while creating a function, create or replace function, the function name along with the parameters we used. So after that, it is the return. So same way here, you cannot just use it with a function F2. So you're going to use it with a after function, the function name, you're going to use it with a return, whatever it is. So return whether it's a data type, it is a number or varchar2. So here in this example, I'm considering as the varchar2 over here. Okay. So now you can able to see we are having three procedures and two functions, one procedure with one parameter and another function with one parameter. Okay. So both are in parameters only. So compile it. So it has been compiled. So my package spec has been compiled. So coming into the package body over here. So create or replace package body. So it is pk underscore one, right? The package name. So after that it is so I declared one procedure over here. So you just copy this, or if you want, you can copy. You just copy this entirely. Okay. So you just expand. So under this procedure P1, so I declared one variable. I declared one. I'm passing an in parameter. So what type of example I can create? I'm passing a as a in parameter. So just create any example using this in parameter. Passing a as a in parameter. So just create any example. Normal example. When we are using a, suppose you want a value of a over here. So if you are going to create a procedure, create or replace procedure, the procedure name is, after is it is begin, right? Begin. For that a, if you want, you can also assign the value and you can print dbms output like a. Okay, after that, while executing only, we will enter the value. While entering the value, we will get the output. Suppose it is b you are assigning like a into a, or a itself you are assigning like a plus a. Like that, give any examples. Previously, we came across multiple examples, right?
Begin.
Begin. Procedure is, after procedure is directly it is begin. This line always you're creating a procedure like create or replace procedure. Just you think that. So create or replace, this is a procedure and the procedure parameters. After that it
Is.
is. So go to is after is
Begin.
begin. You want to begin. Okay. Begin and end. So you can use begin and end. And in the end also for a better you are getting little confused here. You can use this P1. So P1 belongs to this procedure. This procedure we are ending, begin and ending, right? So after begin, what we can use here?
A is equal to A into A.
A we are assigning like A into A. Okay. A you are assigning A into A. Next,
dbms output.
same thing only everything. In the procedure we used, right? Same thing only. So DBMS output. So where it is A. After this, in between it is throwing some errors. Create or replace package body pk1. Next is a procedure where it is a number. Where you should not use a semicolon here. You're able to see this, right? So my procedure 1 I completed. So coming into the procedure 2. So what type of output we want? You can also take from any tables, any table records. Suppose you want to use your select statement over there. That also you can use. Suppose you want to get in our EMP table. Okay, in our EMP table, you want to get the, if you are passing the employee number, you want to get the e-name and the salary, you want to get the e-name salary job, like that you can create one procedure here where I'm not using any parameters, normal procedure. Why this much confusion here? Normally, how we will create a procedure? Normally we'll create or replace procedure. This is a procedure name and this are parameters. If we don't have any parameters, we will just normally we will use it like this. After that it is begin. So what is our requirement here? My requirement is, suppose in our EMP table, from our EMP table, or you will take it from the PO underscore headers all table. In this table, this is our base table, right? So you're going to take any record over here. Take any record, only single record. But when we're using it under a select statement, it is going to show you a single record over here. Suppose you are going to enter PU underscore header ID 1. You want the type lookup code over here. Like that, any information you can get. Anything you can take.
Select type lookup code.
Select type lookup code. Okay, first you know write a normal select clause, then we will use it in the procedure, second procedure. Okay, select type lookup code over here. Okay, underscore lookup code,
From pivot headers on.
PO headers all, where
Where
PO
pivot header ID
header
1.
ID Integer ID is equals to 1. So you are getting the output as standard. Okay. This you want to use it in the procedure. Your second requirement is this.
Declare type lookup code.
Declare.
LV underscore lookup code.
Yeah, LV underscore lookup code. So we are using this entire select clause here. So first we'll copy this. We will declare a variable for this. Okay. Use this. So for this type lookup code, you're declaring one variable here. LV underscore type I'm mentioning. Okay. What is that data type here?
Varchar.
Varchar. Varchar 2. So when we are using the varchar 2, definitely we should mention the size over here. Suppose I'm giving the size as 50. Okay. So select column name,
Into
next into, so the same thing,
LV
LV underscore type, LV underscore type. Okay. So after this, it is a from the table name. Again, the where condition. So after this,
DBMS output.
DBMS output, DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line. So what will be the put underline?
LV underscore
LV
type.
underscore type. You can also use the exceptions here. You can also use the exceptions here. Why? Because is an we are using this Pl-Sql block under this procedure. In the procedure only we are using this Pl-Sql block over here. So where we are using in the executable section, if you want also you can use the exception over here. Okay. So after this it is end P2. The procedure. The procedure has been ended. So it will show this red mark. So coming into the third one. So in the third procedure, what requirement we can take? Now you take from your EMP table itself. If you want to find the count or anything you can do. Or if you want to print all the records over here. Suppose I want to print all the e-name and the salary from my EMP table. What can I do?
By using cursors.
By using cursor. So how we will define cursor here? Under procedure. So procedure P3 is cursor. Define cursor in the declaration. This is the declaration over here. Cursor C1 again is select. We usually will write this, right? So is select. What are the columns we need?
Star from EM.
Select star from EMP. Okay, if you want also use the select star from EMP. Next, my requirement is for the third procedure, I want to print all the e-name and salary from my EMP table. So where we are using through cursor. So cursor C1 is select star from EMP table. Next,
Open cursor.
open cursor.
Begin.
Without begin, we are opening the cursor. Open cursor, okay. Next,
Fetch C1
fetch C1. Fetch
into
C1
I.
into I. So where you defined, where you declared I?
Now we can declare.
We didn't declare. Now we are going to declare. So declare I. So how we can use this I here? I
Row
is the
type.
variable. Row type. Row type. So EMP percentage row type. You will wonder we have been found anywhere, somewhere we have found this syntaxes. In cursors only we came across this. So I EMP percentage row type, obviously it goes to these entire columns. Okay, fetch C1 into I over here. After this, we left one method itself. We didn't use one conditional statement there. Which conditional statement we didn't use?
Exit when others.
Exit when others. Okay. Exit when C1 percentage not found. So when we write
C1
this exit
percentage.
condition, when we use this exit condition over here. Under cursor, under explicit cursor, it is it is the cursor declaration, open cursor, fetch cursor, and close cursor. Okay. If I want to get multiple statements printed repeatedly, what can I do? I want to print
Loop.
multiple
Loop, ma'am.
using looping statements here. So where to use a looping statement?
After open.
After open C1 or before open C1?
After open C1.
After open C1, it is a looping over here. Looping statements loop. After loop, it is fetch C1 into I. After fetch C1 into I, it is exit. According to your exit, when C1 percentage not found. The same step over here. When C1 percentage not found, right? The attribute we are using not found attribute over here. So after this, it is DBMS output.
DBMS output.
DBMS output dot put underscore line. So what do you want to print it? We want to print the e-name and the salary. So how we can use the variable here?
I dot ename.
I dot e-name. Next it is I dot sal over there. I dot sal, I dot ename and I dot sal. So after this it is close C1.
End loop.
Without closing the end loop. Yes, 1 second. So after this DBMS output, it is end loop. Yes, end loop, correct only. End loop. So after this it is close C1. Next end procedure 3, P3. So this procedure is this one is completed, right? So this one is completed. So coming into the function now. So function where we are used one in parameter over here. So you just mention anything you can mention. Suppose you want to add one value, you want to give one value over here, you can use. So usually we create or replace function. The parameters we use. Next is the return number. After return number, it is begin. The same steps only is begin. So next, what you want? When we're using the function here, we should use the return, whether it is a return a variable or a value or expression over here. So can I use the return keyword here? Normally I'm using return.
We already use.
Already we are using return. The function you will use 2 times return, right? The function 2 times we will use. One you will use it in the function spec over there. So where you create a function, you will specify the function name. After that, you will use the return data type, what type of data type it is. So same way, here also we are using 2 return here. After under the begin and then we are using this return. So where we are using this return A. So after this return A, whether it is end F1, directly I'm using this end F1. Is it correct? Whatever I entered here. It is a in parameter. In parameter, I'm going to enter the value here. I'm not using any expression or anything over here. I'm just entering, I'm going to enter one value. If I'm going to enter the value as 10, I will get the output as 10 or not. In return, I will get the return as 10 only. Simple function.
Yes.
Simple function. Don't get confused. This is simple functions where we didn't declare any variable or anything. Just we are using the in parameters. We are passing the value. That value will be printed here. Printed as A. Coming into the next one. So in this next function, you can use any aggregate functions over here. Suppose you want to find in our example, they have given the count over here. If you want to find the count also, you can use that aggregate function count here. Suppose in our EMP table, I'm writing one select clause over here, or we are using from your PU underscore headers all. Okay, so where you are using the count star here. So count star means it is going to count all the nulls and the duplicates over here, right? So here it is going to give you the count. The count it is 23,966 over here. Okay, it is going to give the count here. So the same thing, I'm going to use it in this function f2. So how I can use it in this function f2 here? I want to find the count for a particular table, pu underscore headers all table. So how we can use under my function f2
Is
is
LV underscore count
you're declaring variable lv underscore count
number.
data type. So no confusion here, right? So next after this, it is that statement over here. So select count star. Next where it, so in this it is into lv underscore count. So after lv underscore from pu underscore headers all table over here. So after this, what I should use here according to our syntax?
Return LV underscore count.
Return lv underscore count. After this,
End.
end f2. F2 again one end. Why we are using this end? For this package we are ending. If you want, you can use the package name. So package name is p underscore 1 over here, that you can use here. pk underscore 1. Okay. So in this, why it's throwing an error here? You can able to see this, right? So now we are being defined all the three procedures we have defined and two functions we have been defined. So already I compiled my procedures package spec over here. If you want, again I will compile. So every time you first need to compile your package spec over here. So compile this, again go to the next sheet, that is the package body. Okay, so select all and compile. So you can able to see this. So it shows as one error like a cannot be used as the assignment target. That means the same parameter a we cannot use like a into a over here. So to overcome this issue, what we should do here? Should we declare one variable here? Because I have declared one parameter like a. With the same a, if I'm going to use it, it's throwing me it is giving me the runtime error. So whether I should declare one more variable here, and that variable can I assign here?
Yes, ma'am. Declare B.
You can declare b. So yes, after this you're going to declare b. So where we are using this number data type here. Again b you are assigning to us a into a. So here the DBMS output it is b here. Right, so again compile this.